everyone, this is Jason Asberry from the American black metal band STORMRULER, and you are listening to The Bloodshed with the Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio International, and I would like to congratulate Metal Messiah Radio with its 13th anniversary.
Jason, it's a great pleasure to have you here at the Metal Bloodshed with the Vampire on Metal Messiah Radio International.
Pleasure being with you.
Jason, I'd like to start by congratulate you and the band for the band's debut album under the Burning Eclipse, just released last May 28, 2021.
Thanks a lot, man. It's been a blast so far.
How was your experience? I mean, there's a big challenge to work and put an album out when everything was shut down and with all kind of restriction.
It was a weird time to get signed. We talked about that once we actually put the record out and everything. We didn't know what that actually meant. We were thinking, like, well, we can't really tour right now. You can't really go out and play a whole lot. But, I mean, me and Jesse, the drummer, we play in other bands, so we started kind of thinking about it, and we talked to our manager a little bit, and we're like, maybe it's a little bit of a blessing in disguise, you know? It's like, STORMRULER's only been a band for a couple months. It kind of gives us a little time to build a nice foundation. Cheers, brother. Nice little time to build a good foundation before we get out there and actually start touring.
Jason, being still young, a talented young musician, and having part of different bands like the Black Thrash Metal Band, the Bastard, Hard Culling, the Death Metal Band, Fusion, Nihilist, and ex-member of a Southern Metal Band like Broken Neck. What can you tell us about these bands, and how do you see the metal scene in St. Louis and Missouri in general?
I've been playing with most of those bands for a good while. Bastard, me and my buddy Scott Fogelbach, it was originally his band, and I kind of joined in later, but he and I actually just got done writing a new record, and fucking sick too. And then a bunch of my good buddies in Hard Conan, they've been a band since early 2000s. I think they started maybe 2002. And I've known Jason, the vocalist, for a good while, and he hit me up while I was on tour a couple years ago. Like, man, I'm thinking about writing another death metal record, another black metal record. Be down to do it? I was like, well, hell yeah, man. So that's how I joined Hard Conan. Nihilist and Broken Neck are pretty much the same exact band, completely different kind of music. Started out as like this funny, like southern acoustic-y, just parody-style band making funny songs, and then eventually turned into like a electric, clutchy-style influenced band, if you will. And then the vocalist of that band, Josh Hinkebine, he used to have a band in the 2000s called Faustian Nihilist, and he and I had talked about that band a good deal, and then I ended up moving down the street with him, and I had all the equipment at my house. We were drinking one night. He comes over, and he starts riffing on a bunch of the old Faustian songs. So I was like, I'm going to play some drums to that, because I also play drums. Most of these bands I play drums in, I just play guitar and STORMRULER. But we started riffing on those, and then eventually we like threw out another couple new riffs. I'm like, well, shit, we should just rebirth Faustian Nihilist. So we got a hold of Oak Smith, the other guitar player in Broken Neck. We're like, hey, come play bass in this project. It'll be fun. We'll just do it for fun. We do some stuff here and there locally. We actually just recorded an EP, but we haven't put it out yet.
I thought the band broke out, but now you guys are back together.
I'm no longer in Broken Neck. I left Broken Neck when I moved up to St. Louis. Faustian Nihilist is still active. I mean, we do maybe one or two things a year ever. We more so just write music because we like to, kind of thing.
To continue with this interview, fast rising U.S. black metal export STORMRULER, the St. Louis-based two-man project featuring the dark lyrics, genius and deft skill of guitarist, vocalist Jason Asberry, and drummer Jesse Schobel have built a noteworthy subterranean following since their formation. Jason, tell us how was the band formed, and should you be able to play live? Do you have live members to complete the lineup?
Yes, we do. I'll start with the inception of STORMRULER. Jesse and I, like I said, we played in other bands locally around here for a long while. We've both done a lot of touring and stuff. And another buddy of ours, Prithee Harris, from a band called Zymora, another black metal band in St. Louis, he got a hold of Jesse a long while ago for Jesse to come start doing some drum stuff with Zymora. He hired him to go play a lot of that stuff. And then eventually the other guitar player in that band left, so Prithee reached out to me and he's like, you want to come do some of this stuff? I was like, yeah, you're my homie, and so is Jesse. It'd be cool to play with you guys. So we started doing that, and then a few months into it, Jesse and I finally started hanging out again because, I mean, we've known each other for years at this point, but we never played music together. And we got together over at his house one night, many a drunken nights we got over at his house. And we were talking, and we're like, we decided it would be cool to write a record that we both wanted to hear, because we both are huge black metal fans, and there hasn't been a huge movement of black metal that we really like over the past, decade and a half. So we're like, let's write a new record, or let's just write a record together, and just to have it, something that we want to listen to. And it took about 2 months in February and March of 2019 that he and I just here and there sat down in his basement, wrote a bunch of riffs, and structured them. And over the time, we refined them a little bit. And then It was probably over the course of a year. We slowly recorded it. We got all the drums done pretty quick, as one, usually does. And then I'd go in here and there and I'd record my guitars, and then eventually I wrote some lyrics. And eventually, like a year and a half later, we're like, okay, well, we've been sitting on this for a minute. Let's go ahead and put this out, So, we got nothing better to do. COVID's happening. Let's put this record out and start writing some more shit.
Jason, but tell me, yes, STORMRULER. I mean, I was thinking about where did you create this name from?
Well, that tied into writing lyrics and stuff. We got this record done, and then we're like, well, we should probably sing about. So what do we want to sing about? What are we into right now? We were playing a lot of Dark Souls. We were reading a lot of Malazan, Book of the Fallen at the time. So we just started scouring for stuff like that, and then eventually we landed on STORMRULER, which is actually a sword in Dark Souls 3 where you kill Yorm the Giant.
Tell me, actually, the band is completed. I mean, with you and Jesse, but for 2 other members or 3 other members, you already have them. They are there. They are steady members, or they will fill in when you guys hit the road.
Yeah, we actually just put out a live stream last Friday. It's still available in Europe. We had some copyright issues in the United States, but that's getting worked out. But we've got my good buddy Marcus Newstead from a local doom metal band. No, I shouldn't say local because they've been around for 10 years and they've toured everywhere. A band called Fister. They're fucking awesome. And then my good buddy Tim Cutterer is playing bass, plays in another band locally called Lightning Wolf. So we're just 4-piece now. I'm going to be on guitar and vocals, which we already streamed that, so you could actually see that on YouTube on Black Metal Promotions page if you wanted. And then, they're going to be doing guitar, bass, Jesse on drums, but that'll be the live lineup.
Talking about live performances and all these things, what type of guitar brand do you use or did you use for the recording this album? And are you endorsed by these people?
No endorsements. For the live stuff, I'm using my Gibson Explorer. And then Marcus, funny story, all 3 of his bands tune really, really low, so he doesn't have an E standard setup guitar. So he's been using my Gibson V, and then I use that to record most of the stuff, my V, and then I also have an LT Gold Top Les Paul model that I record a lot of the riffs for.
Okay. STORMRULER combines unrelenting black metal atmosphere and vision from varying metal genres with a brutal, modernized twist of inspiration called from high fantasies and histories. What have inspired you into the sound direction of the band, and will this be on the same level talking about future releases, Jason?
Yeah, we definitely plan on running with those lyrical themes and stuff, but I mean, we are not gonna limit ourselves to them, if you will. We didn't want to take the whole satanic black metal approach again, because it's been fucking done 1.5 million times.
Yeah.
A lot of our favorite bands, I mean, we like a lot of that satanic black metal. I mean, Shooter is one of our main influences. That's pretty much all they talk about. But a lot of the other Emperor's early stuff, that was evil, but it wasn't satanic. Okay. And then you look at like Windeer, who just sings mostly about, Nordic things, and Falkenbach, who's another huge influence on us. Summoning, they sing a lot about, obviously, Lord of the Rings is a huge influence on them. Black metal has always been about the whole Satan thing, but if people actually dig their fucking homework, then they would know that there's a lot more other shit going on there.
Yeah, some people say, it's black metal is pure Satan, but when they take the time to listen to the song, to read the lyrics, it's totally different.
Of course, I mean, we all love the satanic black metal, everybody listens to Dark Funeral and stuff, but I mean, there are other bands out there that don't do that, who rip just as hard, in my opinion.
Jason, the band has signed a worldwide record deal with Napalm Records and has released the debut full-length under the Burning Eclipse on May 28, 2021. First of all, I'd like to thank Natalie Camilo, and I'd like to thank you, Jason, for this great interview.
That was awesome.
Yeah, how has the deal been done, and did you sign for just one album, or is it a much bigger deal?
That kind of tails into the last little bit of the inception of STORMRULER. We decided to release the album just on social media alone in November of last year. We didn't really put any promo or anything behind it. We didn't care. We were just going to put it out and write into more stuff because that's what we were doing at the time. But we decided to give it to Black Metal Promotions, which is a pretty big YouTube channel on YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
They premiered it December 1st, and Napalm Records was in our email like 3 or 4 days later.
Wow.
Expressing interest about it. That took about a month. Obviously, it happened right around the holidays and all that stuff, so we had to get all that stuff out of the way. That stuff done, and finally got negotiations done, and it turned out to be this album plus a couple others that we'll be eventually doing with them, so we're looking forward to that. We've already got the next one pretty much written, so.
The first impact hits even the label so hard that they got contact with you right away And so it hit us as well. I mean, that's why I'm here talking to you now.
yeah. I mean, yeah, they expressed interest. I think it was definitely December 1st that we premiered it. I remember looking at the email they sent us just a few weeks ago, but I'm pretty sure it was 3 or 4 days later that they ended up emailing us.
Okay, talking about signing deals and album releases, Jason, for those that have not buy the album as yet, in how many format is this available for the fans?
What all formats? I mean, it's available in a vinyl and digipack. It's available digitally. I'm trying to figure out if we can, hold on. My other band is blowing up my chat right now. Sorry. Okay. It's available on vinyl, digipack, digitally on Spotify, YouTube, and all that stuff. And I am working on getting some cassettes made with Napalm's approval of the live stream audio. So we're going to see if we can do all that as well.
In celebration of the release of the band's debut album, a video for the song Reign of the Wayne Duke was premiered last March 9th. A lyric video for the track of Hollow Soul in Distance Films last April 15th, and most recently, Jason, you guys have premiered on May 26th another lyric video for the track At the Cliffs of Azure City. Please, if you don't mind, share with us the contact of these songs, please.
Reign of the Winged Duke we threw out as the first one because it was the one we did the music video for. We figured it was a good mix of everything that's on the records, as far as it's got some heavy death metal stuff, but it's also got that grindy black metal and some adventure riff stuff. It's also got that little groove in the bridge that traditional heavy metal fans would be a fan of. We picked up the lyrics for that. It's actually about Dark Souls, about the Seath the Scaleless Dragon, the master of crystal magic, and his harrowing tale. Of Hollow Souls is another Dark Souls song. That started out, it's the very first mission of the very first game, if you will. The escape of the undead asylum into world and, finding your destiny and all that fate and stuff, fun stuff like that. And the last one, At the Cliffs of Azure City, that is a story about Malazan, Book of the Fallen, actually. First book about the sorceress who basically sieged the city and took over.
Very interesting. Featuring 19 track, alternating between omnibus, instrumental, ambience, and incendiary black metal riff and fury under the Burning Eclipse song, The Light, as we just said, on May 28, 2021. Jason, if you like to describe us this album, what would you like to tell us about it?
It's a grinder. I mean, we decided to run with the, Jesse and I are both really big Pink Floyd fans. Like, we're huge Pink Floyd fans, the early days of Pink Floyd. And we wanted to write a record that was just as cohesive as some of those records were. Because, I mean, if you throw that record, like, we'll go with the main one, Dark Side of the Moon, obviously. You throw that on, and it's a playable track from the beginning to the end. You can listen to it cohesively, and it makes sense. And we kind of wanted to do that, too, with some, like, riff reprisals and have, like, these ominous interludes in between every song to kind of tie the last song into the next song, make everything nice and cohesive and pleasant listening experience. And also, it's an hour long, so kind of like a whole experience if you front to back the record like it should be,
Why have you decided to add 19 songs to this album?
So there's 9 real songs on the album, and then there's a bunch of interludes in between each song. So there's really only 9 complete songs.
Okay.
The interludes tie everything together. We just decided that we wanted to name the interludes. So the interludes are named and modeled after the song coming up. So we tried to invoke the feeling of the song that would be coming after.
So in other words, for each and every song, there's an interlude.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. It makes sense, yeah. Jason, to go to the last part of this interview already, almost. To celebrate the occasion of the release of the album, US black metal duo STORMRULER have free virtual concert live on the same day, which has also marked their first ever live performances of any kind. Jason, tell us, how was this virtual concert being accepted, and how was the feeling, as the band first show ever?
Awesome. I mean, I got 2 of my best friends to come play second guitar and bass with me, and that was fucking cool. And then got it all filmed up and decided to put it out. And then last Friday, when the album actually released, we also premiered that stream, and everybody loved it. I mean, we held a solid 250 to 300 people in the stream consistently. Oh. And then tons of views in the first day. I think by the end of the first day, we had about 6,000, 7,000 views or something like that. It's still available in Europe. And actually, as we are talking right now, my manager, I see, just texted me on my phone and said the issues got fixed, thank God. So
Wow.
it was available in Europe, but it got pulled from the States because some copyright infringement on ourselves. Ocean put it on their YouTube channel and not Napalm Records channel. So it got pulled, and it was Memorial Day weekend, and everybody was gone, so it was impossible to fucking get a hold of anybody. But we finally just text me now that it's available in the U.S. again. So
awesome. I mean, that's funny. You know, you get problem where yourself has posted it. No, that's very funny.
Yeah. It's good now though, which is awesome.
Jason, when that happened, because I saw that video, I didn't have any problem over here to hear it.
Oh no, it went over well. The stream itself was awesome. It sounded great. It looked great. My buddies Matt Yates and Jordan Bean here in St. Louis, Missouri, they're the ones who recorded it and filmed it. They fucking killed it. Everybody is super happy with how it turned out. It sucks that it got pulled down for a few days, but now it's back up, so everybody can hop on and enjoy that again.
Oh, I saw the video. I didn't see it as yet in full. I'm gonna take the time to see it in full. I start at least the first half hour I think I saw, which I like so much. I think I'm gonna take more time to really go over the whole show, this whole streaming. I want to congratulate you guys for it. It's a great show.
Thanks a lot, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Jason, last March, you announced that the new signing at that time with Heart Impact Management, led by Mauricio Icano, we know from XDU and Cataclysm. Tell us, how are things going with the band and this booking agency so far?
We're loving it so far. I mean, as we have done him, Big Mo's been killing it. He's been doing a lot for us. He actually is the one who just got this fixed for us. He just messaged me. So I thank you a lot for that, Mo. I love you.
Yeah, Mauricio.
He's been killing it, though. We've got some dates. He's been busting his ass to get us out there. He's been helping us out with that stuff. He knows we're a new band, so he's not giving us a hard time with that. He's been really accommodating to us, you know, and especially him and his partner, Steven, from Continental Touring. Both those guys have been helping out significantly.
So, in other words, Heart Impact Management is the one that will be taking care of booking shows, festivals, and everything for you guys.
Yeah, Heart Impact Management and Continental Touring, rather, yeah.
Okay. Jason, do you believe that the fans will be able to see the band live anytime soon?
We haven't announced it yet, but July, we'll be doing a few dates around the Midwest. So, yeah, that'll be a little test run to see how COVID's handling cities that aren't St. Louis, and then test those waters, and then hopefully get out some more this fall. Hopefully get out there for a stint in the fall, but yeah. We'll definitely be out there.
This is already confirmed. It's going to take place because still with these restrictions.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of restrictions, regulations are starting to slowly get let up. I know a lot of the venues are still taking precautions, which is reasonable and, you know, expected. We're going out there. We're playing some, like, low-key shows. We're not going to go out there and just play Ragers every night. We know what to expect. But we are going to go out there and at least test it and see what it's looking like right now. See what the current climate for American touring bands looks like.
Yeah, you out there listening, be pending because I think the band STORMRULER will keep you guys updated through their Facebook and all this media. When and where will these shows taking place, right, Jason?
We have some dates right now that we haven't announced yet, but they are confirmed. But if you want to go to our Instagram and our Facebook, which is just Facebook, Instagram.com/StormRulerOfficial, be announcing that within the week. It will be around the Midwest, though, for all you Midwesterners. Everybody in the Bible Belt, we're coming for you.
Okay, when you talk about Midwestern, I really don't know exactly where do you mean. Could you announce some cities?
We're in St. Louis, Missouri, which is right in the center of the United States. So we'll be going up to like Chicago, you know, and out to Indiana. We're going around these areas.
Okay. The STORMRULER have released their blistering debut album via Napalm Records, as we just said, titled under the Burning Eclipse, promising unraveling black metal atmosphere and vision from various metal genres with a modernized twist of inspiration, cult from war, high fantasy and history from fans of dissection. Yeah, Satyricon, Demo Barger, Immortal, Watain, Emperor, all these great bands will love this great band, STORMRULER. I mean, yes, each time when you talk about black metal, people think, you know, Scandinavia, mostly Norway, Sweden, but talking about American black metal, yeah. You guys are coming up with a great music, great album, and that you can tell all these Scandinavians, listen, we Americans do good black metal as well.
Yeah, fuck yeah, we do. There's been a little bit of a lack of it over the past decade and a half, if you ask me, but it's there.
I'm very proud for you guys, Jason. I mean, seeing that this is the band's debut album and also the debut with the label, have you guys thought about merchandises?
Yeah,
merch?
absolutely. We've got on our website, stormruler.net, we've got 2 exclusive shirts of our own, the Bannered Rider and the Statues shirt. We also have exclusive signed copies of vinyl, and we sold out, but we are restocking. And then we also have signed digipacks on there as well. We also have some patches coming in by a friend of mine in Austria, Iron and Ash. He made us 50 patches of the album art, and they look awesome. So people can buy some stuff from there if they wanted to, yeah.
I saw a T-shirt. They are like double printed, right? If I'm not wrong.
Front and back. Uh-huh.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, both shirts are, yeah. I think we're going to try to keep consistent with that. I like front and back print on shirts.
Guys out there, I highly recommend them. Check this T-shirt out. I know the minute you see them, you will fall in love with them. And as Jason just said, order them before they finish.
I mean, they're running low. We're running low on stock. We need to restock soon.
Jason, yeah, I want to thank you very much for having made this interview possible. And I want to hand you over the microphone of Madam Messiah Radio International for you to thank whomever you want to thank.
Well, of course, I do want to thank you. I want to thank Natalie for setting this up. She's been helping us out with our PR a lot, man. Of course, the Metal Messiah. I want to thank everybody who's tuned into the stream, everyone who pre-ordered, everyone who's been picking up merch and hitting us up on social media, posting their stuff, you know, really supporting us, and we thank you guys a lot. I want to thank Black Metal Promotion as well for both debuting the album, which got us signed, and debuting our premiere of the stream, which was also very well received. So thank you all. Thank you, Jacobo.
Jason, I wish you all the best with the band. I wish you all the best with this great new album. I'm talking about under the Burning Eclipse. I can't wait to have this album in my hand. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see you guys live on the road, to meet you.
Yeah. Hopefully we get, where are you located at, my man?
I'm located in Aruba. As you know, Madam Messiah Radio has DJ station all over the world. That's why we always say Madam Messiah Radio International. I'm located in the Caribbean, but we part of Holland. All the time I am in Europe. And that's more easy for me to go to festivals in Europe rather to be in the States, because in the States will be more expensive, more difficult for me. So when you guys going to be around in Europe, I'm looking forward to meet you guys on the road.
For sure, man. We're going to have ourselves a drink. We're going to party with that.
Yeah. Okay, Jason, once again, I want to thank you very much. Before I leave, I will kindly ask you to say hi to Jesse for me.
So I'll let him know.
Yeah, yes. Also say hi to the 2 other guys that help you guys when you're going to start touring live.
Absolutely, I will, man.
Okay, as I always say, metal on. Bye-bye.
Cheers, brother.